Hey y'all, I'm Mary, and today I'm going to show you how to make the absolute best strawberry shortcake of your life with macerated strawberries and 3-ingredient biscuits made with cream soda. So the first thing that we're going to do is make sure that your berries are washed and that you've thrown out any that have bruises or mold or anything on them like that. And then we're just going to take the crown off just like that, just with the tip of the knife, so that that part of it's gone. And then just slice your berries up. Now you can slice them or you can dice them, cut them in chunks, however you like to do it. I tend to slice mine. I think they're prettier that way. My mom used to mash them a little bit. She used to cut them up. Do it however you want, okay? Whatever you think is going to be best. The way that she used to crush them is she used to get a can and just an empty can and just squish down on it like that. It was crazy. And so you're just gonna slice them, not too thin, about, I don't know, is that half an inch? About half an inch thick. And slice them all into the bowl, okay? That's the first thing. Do that while the oven is preheating because these are gonna go pretty fast. So we're just gonna take this, pull the leaves up a little bit so you can see where you're cutting, and then just put the tip of the knife in and twirl the berry around it until that part comes off. And then just slice. The next thing we need to do is macerate the berries. And all that means is that we're gonna put a half a cup of sugar on them and gently stir so that all of the berries are covered with the sugar. The sugar draws out the juices from the berries as it sits. And, ooh, we want to get that leaf out of there. Nobody wants that. The juices, the sugar brings the juices out of the berries as it sits. And so it makes syrup with the sugar. Start out with half a cup for 2 pounds of berries. If they are not super ripe, which sometimes, especially in the off season, they're not, then add a little bit more sugar, but be sure to taste them first. You can always put a little more sugar in. You can't take it back out if you get it too sweet. And keep in mind, there's going to be ice cream and biscuits, and the biscuits are on the sweet side too. So once you've got that stirred around, you're just going to set it aside on the counter while you make the biscuits. The strawberries should macerate for at least 20 minutes, or about the length of time it's going to take you to make the biscuits. They can go longer than that, but I wouldn't let them go overnight because they'll get kind of limp and soggy. Now we're going to grate the butter into the self-rising flour. We do that exactly the same as we did with the other 3-ingredient biscuits. Remember that the butter goes in the freezer so it's good and cold. And then we just grate it on the big side of the grater into the self-rising flour. The self-rising flour has all the leavening and salt in it that we're going to need. So there's no need to do anything else. That's what keeps this 3-ingredient and keeps it so easy. Every once in a while, you want to lift up your grater and stir the butter pieces in, or the butter shreds in, so that they don't start to stick together. If the butter starts getting too soft, then put it back in the freezer for a minute or two, and it'll harden right back up. Once you get the butter all grated into the flour, just give it a good stir and mix it up in there really, really well. While the strawberries are macerating and you're grating the butter into the self-rising flour, you want to have your oven preheating to 425 degrees. You'll want to check the biscuits about halfway through, just to make sure they're not browning too fast. These have cream soda in them, which I think has a higher sugar content than maybe the Sprite, and they may brown a little faster. If they seem to be browning too fast, go ahead and lay a piece of aluminum foil over the top. And I'm going to start pouring my cream soda in there. The cream soda is going to bring some vanilla flavor into these biscuits. And it's really nice with the strawberry. It's just very faint. It's not a big deal. So that was 3/4 of a cup of cream soda, and I'm just going to stir that right in. And if it seems like it's not coming together, I will add a little bit more of the cream soda. Remember, sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. It depends a lot on the brand of flour you're using. I'm using White Lily Self-Rising. It depends on how much humidity you have. These are coming together pretty nicely, but they're still a little bit dry. They're still a little bit dry, so I'm going to put a little more cream soda in there, about a tablespoon at a time. It took about 2 extra tablespoons. I'm going to put a little flour on my counter and pull the dough together enough to turn it out, and then just very gently knead it until the oven is ready, until it holds together. I'm going to pat it out, and I'm going to fold this dough over on itself. Give it a turn. Fold it over on itself, and this is gently. This isn't like yeast dough you can pull. It has elasticity to it. This does not have any elasticity, and you don't want to develop any elasticity either. And then we're just going to pat it out to about 1 inch thick, 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch thick, so they'll rise nice and high. Don't use a rolling pin. Pat. It'll give you much fluffier biscuits. As I've said before, this is a tomato paste can, and I've cleaned it out and taken both ends off, and this turns into a small biscuit cutter for me. I love it. It works perfectly, and it's the right size as far as I'm concerned for biscuits. So when you cut your biscuits, whether you use something like this or whether you use a regular biscuit cutter, push straight down and come straight back up. Do not twist. And you'll have a perfect biscuit, nice and fat and fluffy. If you twist, what's going to happen if you go down and you twist like this, you're going to seal the sides and the biscuits aren't going to rise. Straight down, straight back up. The number of biscuits you get out of this is going to depend a lot on the size of the cutter you use and how thick you leave them when you pat them out. So with the tomato paste can, I'm going to get probably close to 15. Okay, I've lined a baking sheet with parchment paper, and I'm just going to put the biscuits on there, and I'm going to put them close together. When you put them close, the sides are softer, and they do tend to rise higher because they can't spread out. I'm going to have the sides touching so that they're a little bigger. Once the biscuits are in your pan, you can go ahead and sprinkle the tops with a little granulated sugar, and it'll just make it a little sparkly and a little sweeter since we're doing a dessert. Okay, so the sugar's on there. Now I'm going to put them in the oven and for about 12 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, now the biscuits are done. You want them to be 200 to 205 degrees on the inside when you check it with the instant read thermometer. The tops are golden. It smells like Scottish shortbread in here, and so I took a tiny corner from one of the biscuits, and it's buttery with a slight vanilla flavor and slightly sweet. It's going to be perfect with our strawberries. Perfect. We're going to set those aside to cool off a little bit. And I wanted to show you the strawberries are very macerated. They've got a nice lot of juice on them, and that's going to soak into those biscuits. It's going to be delicious. One thing I did was, I know I had said that slicing them was prettier, and it is, but they weren't macerating as quickly as I would like them to because I'm on a time limit. So I was telling you how my mom used to break them up with a can. This is a green bean can, or was, and you just go in there and push down like that, and it cuts them up, and they'll macerate faster. So if you need them quicker and they're not getting the juiciness that you want fast enough, go ahead and do something like this and chop them up, okay? All right, I'm going to be back when these have cooled off for a few minutes so they don't break apart, and we will make our strawberry shortcake, and it will be amazing. Okay, y'all, look at how thick and fluffy these are. This whole kitchen smells amazing, by the way. These are so thick and fluffy. I'm just gonna break it apart. And I think we're gonna use 2 biscuits per serving because these are small. If you use bigger biscuits, you probably just want to use 1. And I always split them apart and put them on the bottom, just like that. These are so good, and just 3 ingredients, and they are so quick. You can do it under 30 minutes, easy. So we just have our biscuits broken up. I'm gonna take, look how juicy these got. Very juicy. Okay. We're gonna take a couple of spoonfuls of the strawberries. I wanna get a lot of juice on there so it can really soak into those biscuits. And I like them best when the biscuits are still warm. Okay, and some more strawberries. Then we're gonna add our ice cream. And then more strawberries. And that's it. Look at that. So good. Perfect for summer. Look how delicious this is. All of these strawberries. You've got the sweet strawberries, the ice cream, the little bit of vanilla in the biscuits, and it's all warm. It's perfect. I hope you try it. I hope you'll love it. I'm sure you will. And come back next week, okay? The recipe is down below. Just keep scrolling and you'll find it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to come back next week. Love y'all. Bye-bye.